Okay, let me just check. 1 2 1 2. Captions are on, so that means it should be capturing everything. So let's get started on this then, shall we? And just sort out my microphone because it's kind of a bit twisted up. Okay, yep. Mic or microphone is registering things. Let me just go back to the proper things. Hello there, Parsin. Yes, I'm doing okay, pretty decently. Finished up my work for today. Had a few things going on, had a couple of meetings, and you know what they're like is kind of, yeah, I'm just really kind of a warm body there rather than anything specific. But it's nice to hear out about the developments and such that's going on with the game. So actually, let me just move this over because I'm running a bit late. I didn't actually transition over properly, so the countdown timer is a little incorrect. But yeah, nice to see you in the stream. So I think, let me just have a look at how things are. Okay, we seem to be doing pretty okay. So I will probably get started with this. And so I'm just going to mention this briefly, just because of some recent world events that have been going on. Yeah, if we could try and keep this as neutral as we can in chat, that would be appreciated. Just remember that obviously the government of a country and the citizens of a country are not always aligned in their thoughts and beliefs, so just keep that in mind and remember, support each other and lift each other up, do not bring each other down. So I'm just saying that. I'm hoping very much that because we have got such a nice community here that there won't be any issues, but I'm just laying that out there just so it is mentioned. So yeah, glad to see you in the stream, Opasin, and hopefully we can have a couple of entertaining hours for you. So as we left off last time, we were in the middle of 2 different wars, unfortunately, where our father ended up being hey Fanatic, no worries, we are only just starting anyway. I tend to give a 10-minute count in just to allow for people to head into the stream and get settled anyway. Yeah, so the 10-minute countdown is pretty much just to let people know that we are going to be starting in about 10 minutes. I actually kind of forgot to set the timer and transition properly, so the countdown timer was a little incorrect, but I thought I'd just sit around and wait for the 1.5 or so on the main screen anyway. So we are, rather unfortunately, in the middle of 2 wars and we are being absolutely thrashed. Thankfully, we do have an ally coming in with almost 4,000 troops. That should help us out a fair bit. Oh, that is good. Someone left the Independence War, so that means they are now slightly weakened. That is good. I was going to say, it's like, why did I see Zealand when I hovered over something? But that was just the country behind it. It's like, what on earth is Zealand doing in here? So yeah, if anyone ever asks you, It's like, oh, New Zealand is in the southern hemisphere. Where's Old Zealand? Right here. Old Zealand is right there. So let me just have a look. Where are we? So we're up here with 1,200 troops. We've got 1,400 here and almost 4,000 zoom. Well, not zooming in, but they are heading almost for the immediate vicinity of all of those people. And yeah, no worries about that, Fanadict. So how are you doing today? Is everything in your part of the world... well, okay, no politics. Is everything in your part of the world doing well? And we've got 600 troops heading down. Oh, they've actually moved their capital over to Kent. That changed. Rather noticeably changed. Ah, yes, of course. Yeah, sorry, I forgot that you were in England as well. So yeah, I hope things have been going okay for you. If you have jobs or other responsibilities, I hope they've been going fine. And okay, you are the better Chancellor, just not by much. This Marshal with 10 skill. I was going to say, where are you? So you would actually be an okay Spy Master. So reassign you. Put this vassal there because you do have 16 skill. Yeah, Fanadict, other than work being annoying as usual. Yeah, not bad. Yeah, the same here. I was doing a couple of comments saying that, yeah, had a couple of meetings where I was pretty much just staying in. Okay, hydration check. Thank you. I will do that right now. Pepsi is probably not the thing you're meant to stay hydrated with, but I kind of need a bit of the caffeine to keep me going anyway. No, stop chasing after these just 600 troops. Look, we'll go after them, and then you can go after the big troops, okay? Oh, jeez. Oh, and also, from the... not last stream, but the stream before... I have actually put a couple of quotes in. So if you want to, you can do exclamation mark quote and it will drag up a random quote. There are only 3 at the moment. But yeah, it's just something a bit amusing if people want to see what things I've considered worthy of, what's the word? Keeping in history. No, not notarizing, notoria. Blah. You wouldn't guess I'm a native English speaker. But basically recorded for history, more or less. And you've got Sprite, so no better. Yeah, well. I would say at least yours is caffeine free, but I did pick this out specifically for the caffeine. So it's pretty much the only caffeine I actually really drink. Okay, that was a weird glitch on my avatar. That was a weird glitch. Okay, I don't know what quite happened there. I guess the software kind of... Oh. Okay, I'll try moving my mic back a bit and see if that helps. Okay, let's come down here and grab them. Okay, it says stop moving around. It's like, I know there is like motion lock like in Crusader Kings 2, but it never seems to actually stop someone from like actually escaping the county that you are trying to attack. There we go, a nice victory. That's brought us back up to 10,000 +10 on that independence war. So where are our troops? Okay, we need to go over here for them. Yeah, nice 6,000 and so troops. And this is our Archbishop. So challenges no longer pass unnoticed. So unassertive, lethargic or unambitious. Weak-minded or keeps to himself. Cowardly or wants to keep the peace. I'll try the top one. Because I feel like being arbitrary, that would be an issue with him. So what do we have here? So we've unlocked 2 options on the August tree. So Praetorian Guard, True Ruler. This actually might be a decent one to go for if we are trying to get the Empire of Britannia. And then, so we've got Diplomat, so these are... Yeah, so I think we will indeed start going down this tree. So monthly prestige per knight up 2%. And we have only 6 knights, unfortunately. But if we had 10 knights, that would be an extra, naturally, 20%. But just once again, something nice to see. And here we come in with the troops. We should win it definitively. It does take us a while for our reinforcements / allies to come in, but once we do, we actually just completely batter through them. So that's only gone from 62 to 54%, probably because we got beaten so harshly. So I just want to remember which... Okay, so yes, I think it is indeed all the ones that are with red outlines. And I think that one is probably the capital. So let's just go and siege that one down. And yes, we are obviously majorly in debt. We are absolutely majorly in debt. But we should be okay. We're in the positive for the independence faction, so we can afford to let that tick down a little bit. And focus on this one, try and siege some land down and get the war score back up on our end. So we have managed to break through the walls. So that means 5 months left. 4 months actually. 3 months. Okay, that changed really quickly. Okay, and they have called in some allies as well. It looks like some... Oh no, that is the independence faction coming through. But once again, we have superior numbers, so we should be able to fight through them without too much trouble. And when I say that, I do actually mean we genuinely have more troops than they do, not just a matter of a few hundred. And that is nice. They look like they are besieging our capital. Okay, and nope, we don't want that one. We want the duchy title. And oh my goodness, this is loud. That siege noise is loud. So we should be almost finished with this. 32%. So let's come over here and... Oh, we don't actually have a commander anymore. Okay, you get to go in. I don't even know who you are. You're 18 years old. Congratulations, you're now a knight. Or commanding an army anyway. Fanatic, you had popcorn being cooked. Yeah, it was not actually that in real life. It was just all the crackling and burning and everything. Okay, so you are minus 96 with me. Oof. I'm not sure I can afford that. How good is our martial at other things? 5 in chancellorship. 10 in stewardship. Yes, let's put you in there, and then you are going to be kicked out in favour of this person. Yep, that's correct. And yeah, I think that was just kind of general popping and crackling sounds, and we are pregnant once again. So this is rather unfortunately a no-name, like someone who is, I'm not even sure if you're of a, okay, you're of our dynasty, but you are not claiming anything. Where on earth are those troops going? I don't quite know where you're heading. But we've still got some good troop numbers here. So 3 months on this one, and this is 3 months again. Oh dear. We've been excommunicated. That is not good. The artifacts have low durability. I'm sorry, we can't really do anything about that. Okay, so this is our second son, so still important. You are getting educated in learning. Let's go for our court position. We can imprison criminals. Okay, what have you done? Okay, you're just excommunicated like we are. That's nothing too much to worry about. And how is this one doing? So that's 8 months, that's 51 days. And this is 30 days. Okay. And another faction, unfortunately. And Welsh Catholic populists. 80% military power, can send an ultimatum in 8 months. So we may be finishing this war and just going straight into another one. Of course, that's probably just because we've become excommunicated and they're not happy with having an excommunicated ruler against us. Okay, we have lost this siege, but we can come down here and try and head them off at the pass. Oh, okay, that's not actually got our army selected. Oh. Okay, so we've seen this event from the other side, i.e. as a male ruler and his wife or concubine saying that they've lost the baby. But this is, yeah, I think the first time I've actually seen this from a female ruler's perspective. So unfortunately that child we were pregnant with, yeah, unfortunately we lost the baby, so not a nice thing. Not nice. Okay, so that's why it's saying that we were likely to be destroyed, because it was calculating based on our troops rather than the allies that we've got with us. There we go. Child benefit from spouse's tutelage. That is nice to see. And thankfully, I think on all of this, despite everything that was happening last stream, I think we may actually be able to pull this out of the bag. Somehow. So we're minus 13% on that one, and you've come back to besiege that territory. They will naturally come in and attack your armies. Yeah, fighting on two fronts is a tiny bit annoying, because obviously you have to try and juggle which wars you're going to be focusing on, which battles you're going to be fighting, and obviously, at least at the moment, they are about equal. Stop running away! Goodness. And of course, speaking of that, where on earth have our allies gone? I'm not quite sure. I really don't know where they went. It's like we obviously saw them get in the boat and kind of sail away here. Have they been called into like a different war or something? Okay, so you are in Savoy. So, okay, you might be attacking Frisia here, perhaps, and Cambrai. Okay, once again, you might actually be attacking there. And then the other war, which is the independence one, is just, yeah, aside from the allies that we brought in, that is very much focused just on the British Isles. So I'm not 100% sure where they went. Hopefully we'll be able to see them come back at some point. Shropshire is under siege. Fine. And Lover's Pox. Oh yeah. So 120 stress because we're paranoid, so unfortunately we're going to have to say, I cannot share your bed like this. And he gets rejected from the marriage bed. So fertility minus 10,000. This character's marriage will produce no offspring. Which is kind of good for me. That's kind of good for me. Oh no, I say that. Oh, whoops. Oh dear, I say that. Whoops. Okay, so we are pregnant again from all of that. And of course, the thing is with all of these troops embarking and disembarking on the boats is that they are wasting an awful lot of money doing so. So obviously their troop morale is going down because they can't afford to pay their troops properly. But mind you, we can't really talk. We have minus 400 gold and sinking. So... Oh, I think a boat's coming back. Nope, that is an enemy. And that is an enemy. And it really would be so much easier if we could actually movement lock all of these people as soon as we get into the same county with them. So they wouldn't be able to keep just running off like this. Especially seeing as we actually need to focus on the independence faction momentarily. Okay, if we can't catch them here... Okay, nope, we haven't. So we need to come all the way back up here to grab them. Or the independence faction, because they've been sieging down quite a bit of our territories. So let's actually, if we go through... some of these, so which... You are... That doesn't look like your crest of arms. It's yours. Okay, so we can ignore you for the time being. So this is our sun approaching us. I've heard you're focusing on improving the realm status with its neighbours. Sure. Sure, whatever you say, dear. So I've long taken an interest in these affairs. This is a very eloquent 8-year-old. This is a supremely eloquent 8-year-old. I've long taken an interest in those affairs, and I'll be happy to offer you my help gaining King Bortmare's trust. We are family after all. So this is our neighbouring ruler. He has allies to Lotharingia and Munster, and also the Duke of Cornwall. Okay, I completely missed the ads in progress thing. So obviously I don't quite know how many people are actually seeing the adverts versus the stream, but I will just stay on this page for a bit while those run through, because unlike videos on demand, these actually overlap the stream rather than being ones that actually interrupt it. Yeah, so Fanatic, okay, so you're not seeing any ads. So some people could be, so I do tend to just take a bit of a break in the 1 minute and 30 seconds I have the ads running for, just in case. So anyway, we can say, you honour me, son and heir. So we gain 120 stress because we are shy and paranoid. We can say, I think I can handle him because we are shy and paranoid. Or we can say he's not worth the effort and we actually lose 33 stress. So unfortunately we are probably going to have to take the last option, as much as it would be a pain. Of course, I can't quite remember what actually happened to the child that we married off to someone from Wessex. I think they may have kind of gotten a bit lost in the line of succession somewhere. But anyway, so delicate affairs basically gains us stress, loses us stress. So we're going to have to go for the last option. Okay, so our husband's father has an unpressed claim on the County of Bury, so there is nothing that's going to be going on with this. And there we go, we are at another war. Thankfully, this is just one person. Thankfully, that one is just one person. Or not, enemy ally has just joined the war. Well, I guess it's time to call in some more people. And just checking that you do have the troops. So we'll call you to that war, and we will call you to this war as well. Ugh. And apparently our son is down here. Apparently our son is down here in Somerset. Which is interesting, because would that actually come to us then? The Kingdom of Wales, Powys. Yeah, that is interesting that he did actually manage to swipe Somerset and own that. Okay, wait, no, is that... I think that's something that we've actually sieged down. Oops. Never mind. That's something that we've sieged down. So unfortunately I do kind of need to try and keep an eye on which troops are which. And figure out which ones I need to attack first, because obviously we need to do the independence faction. We've caught them before they embarked, that is good. And there we go, that should... Nope. That is going to be a loss. Okay, I suppose the independence faction... So what would we lose? Okay, so we would lose a couple of territories, but I think, seeing as like the last time this happened... Yeah, there we go. Seeing as like the last time this happened, we were actually able to go back and we vassalized them, / they willingly came back to us. So obviously we did lose a few things, and this is basically her war, so she has only a duchy and a county title. So it will be going down to this person. Yeah, and we have a daughter. So fewer lines of succession issues. So intelligent, Amazonian, and pretty. So pretty much the exact same stats her older bull brother has. So we will have a look and try and see if we can find someone good for you. And as per usual, we want the people who are fertile with an inheritable trait. Hopefully something that we can use to reinforce the bloodline. Like for instance this one. That looks like a absolutely brilliant option, actually, thinking about it. This child is actually pretty good. 2 out of 3 of the traits. As are you. You're actually from the same family, aren't you? Oh, yes, you are indeed of the same family, and you are Munster, okay. So before I get distracted, let's keep looking down. A couple of people with some bad genetic traits coming from our dynasty. But yes, where was that one that had... There we go. So basically this reinforces the intelligent and pretty traits, which guarantees that the tier 2 one will be passed down, and maybe even we get to tier 3, and then Amazonian or robust. Hopefully there's a chance, like maybe 2/3 chance of robust and 1/3 chance of Amazonian, but either way, welcome to the world. There we go. So betrothal accepted. I'm always fairly interested in the fact that they actually send that correspondence when betrothal acceptance is pretty much almost guaranteed. We can unlock a new diplomacy perk, so that obviously has to be inspiring rule. Plus 5% prestige for every important vassal. And oh no, unfortunately our daughter is ill, or sickly rather, which gives her a severe penalty to her health, which means she may not make it out of infancy. We'll just have to wait and see. Okay, so that is 1,200 troops. So let's come over here and try and get the Catholic uprising defeated. Because this being one person and one section of army, hopefully fighting their army will be enough to just do 100% war score. And we can do some other... Oh, and then we can just focus on the claimant war instead. So there we go, that looks good. And there we go, indeed, that was enough to just do 100%. So we have won that war, and then we can come down here and siege down. Yep, we'll show you in. Please serve me well. So I have downloaded a few mods since last time, but I've not actually activated any of them, which, thinking about it, I probably should have activated one. So let me just... save game. I should have activated one because it is just a visual. So exit to main menu, and... I cannot remember, would I actually need to do it through the... Yes, I think I may need to do it through the... Where is it? There we go. Just transitioning over to this very, very quickly. Just to make sure I don't inadvertently show a few things. But yes, I will just quickly put that mod up. Because it is an like very, very basic one that basically just adds star ratings to artifacts, and I think that is pretty important. Thank you, Fanadict. Yeah, admittedly it's just one that I found on Pixabay, I think. Okay, there we go. Okay, apparently they had already actually been enabled. So I'll just go and disable all of them except 2, and that should be fine, and we'll be able to go in and resume things just as they were, and then we can continue on. Yeah, I really like the resume button option for both Crusader Kings 3 and Stellaris, because it nicely allows you to just jump back in to what you were doing beforehand, and especially when you just have to do a couple of things like that, it works very, very nicely because you are right back in the action from your last save. Yeah, so I have tried doing a couple of Stellaris playthroughs, both of them trying to become the Galactic Crisis from the Nemesis DLC, but neither of them have gone well. So I think the second one might still be on my channel, and the first one is on my YouTube channel. And I actually started streaming on YouTube instead of Twitch. I actually started streaming on YouTube, so the first ones for that are on... were like debuted on YouTube, and I think we are going to lose this war again. Yes, we are. And unfortunately, we don't have any money either, do we? I mean, we can ransom you for 32 gold, but I don't think that's going to happen. You are a half-sister. A half-sister with 2 genetic traits. So let's just see. Anyone is around. A matrilineal first, and then a line shark. Yes, I'm going to let that pass for the moment, but yes, keeping real life stuff to a minimum would be appreciated on that aspect. So I'll let that slide, but yeah. Okay, so she is just level 1 pretty, but also a genius. Yeah, thank you. I just want to try and keep this to be a place where you can kind of escape the real world for a bit. So let's actually go with you and reinforce that genius trait for a bit. And I have no idea what we're going to do against this war, because unfortunately that is going to be... Yeah, so things are going pretty well for me, Lion Shark. We decided to give up or surrender to the Independence War just because it's one of the ones that we still own. Like, we still kind of have de facto claims on it, for lack of a better word. So we just need to go for the war, not Independence War, what's it called? Claimant War against our sister, which is... This isn't going well. Okay, so I'm just going to honestly say, I guess I have no choice. We will get them back. So that was East Anglia that's just popped out after they were so willing to be part of the Kingdom of Wales. But we'll get it all back. It's just a minor setback. Okay, and these two are... So my brother and a random guest, but they can get married indeed. And also, I did download, I was saying about this before you popped in, so I did download a mod. I'm not 100% sure it's that noticeable on the stream, and oh my goodness, this is tanking my frame rate. I have no idea if this is because of the mods that I have, but there are actually now stars beside some of these items. So I did find out that items with an orange text are 1 star or tier 1. Green masterwork is tier 2. Blue is tier 3. And purple is tier 4. So all my excitement about masterwork stuff is kind of like, yeah, it's the second best one. Oh, Lion Shark made a pizza today, supposed to be a Chicago deep dish with meatballs. Wrapped it up in foil, had a lunch break. When I went to grab each slice, the sauce fell right off. Grabbed what was left and it was soggy, wet, messy and just straight disgusting. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh. Oh, I'm sorry. But Chicago deep dish, aren't you a New Yorker? Isn't that like a heresy to have Chicago deep dish pizza? Okay, so this is to our daughter, so this is going to give us, yeah, 120 stress because we're paranoid. Paranoid is... Paranoid is a pain for all of this, because pretty much every option we get a critical amount of stress just because of that paranoid trait. So we're just going to say, Margaret, do your best. 5 gold and a 2/3 chance. Nope, she is stressed out. And of course we will take yet another cat. So I do need to try and see if there are some mods out there to actually change up those events a little bit, because it's a bit annoying. Okay, so I think we started off with a white cat. Then we had a black cat. Then we had a grey cat. Now we've got a brown cat. Oh, goodness. Okay, so we can hold court, obviously, and we can pet our cat. And empty council position. Marshal. Okay. So if we reassign our steward and then make our steward this vassal that's angry at us. And yeah, I know it's not my fault about the pizza, but indeed I can... Yeah, I can empathise with that. I've had more than a few cooking disasters myself. So let's just see. So unfortunately... Oh. Ooh. Well... The Catholic world was shocked to learn that my Archbishop Gerulf was discovered torturing a servant boy, taking apparent delight in the poor boy's anguished screams. So we can condemn him for his transgressions, defend his character publicly, or try to stay silent. No, we'll condemn him. He's going to like us even less, but he's probably going to be, yeah. And so you're in an area of New York that has your own style. Is it a terrible act to have Chicago in this area? Not exactly. But you do have a greater appreciation for thin crust here. Pizzeria Uno went out of business at its formerly nearest location to me. So, okay. So it was a situation where I presume Pizzeria Uno is where you would normally go for some Chicago-style pizzas. And you've tried to make your own, and it's kind of, if you pardon the pun, it kind of fell apart. Okay, so generous liege. Yes, I will go for that one and try and see if we can. Okay, yes, we will gain an alliance with you. That will be fine. So yeah, apparently because our previous husband died, and apparently, I didn't know this, but he actually owned a little piece of Somerset. Oh, I say a little piece of Somerset. A little piece of South England / the Kingdom of Wessex. And because our husband / his father died, our son is now ruling it. So that may or may not actually come into our territory when we die. And Pizzeria Uno is the name of the chain that created Chicago Star, actually. That is... I feel like I should have known that. I feel like I should have known that. Oh, okay, we might be able to catch them. Yes. And is this going to be another loss? Unfortunately, I think so. Okay, so we may be in a situation where once again we have to lose, or we have to surrender and just become a vassal again. Oh dear. Yeah, or you say that like not being common knowledge for like a foreigner / someone who's not really from the US, but I have a vague feeling that I watched a Man vs. Food episode a good number of years ago that was talking about Chicago-style pizza. And I feel like they would have mentioned that. Obviously speaking, I feel like they would have mentioned that. Anyway, let's try and move our troops back in and try and reinforce a little bit. We have 669 of low quality, but they should be reinforcing. Okay, and we are at minus 80%, which is not good. Yeah, we're not really doing that well. So can we actually... Can we actually... No. Nope, both of those rally points are technically in enemy territory at the moment. Okay, and we can raise... How many is that? 85 troops. And yes, we may just end up being forced to surrender. So this has not gone too well for us. And of course, it didn't help that half of our allies just wandered off somewhere, and I don't know where they went at all. Okay, so wait for these to join up, and we can merge those. That gives us 1,800, level 2. Let's just hope. Let's just hope that we can come through to manage things a little bit better. This is saying the odds are, well, potentially lose. Brythonic. We really don't want to form a rivalry, but we are going to gain 80 stress. Okay, so we'll go for Drunkard, seeing as because we gave our new husband Lover's Box and we said that we are basically not going to lay with him in the marital bed at all. Which is a bit mean when we think about it. Yes! We've got a victory! That only shaved off 2%. That only shaved off 2%, but a victory is a victory. Let's come over here and siege down your capital holding. Oh no, that's one of our duchy owners that's been sieged. So hopefully with this we should also be able to get a few things. So the fact that the cats are actually all have different fur colours, and it's noted on that, it does make me wonder. It's kind of like, this says 2 copper eyes, so I actually wonder if the cat's eyes are also kind of semi-randomly. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You did not see how many battles we were just constantly losing earlier. Oh goodness. But hopefully my mic managed to cap the sound. Hopefully that managed to cap the sound. Realm will lose land when vassal dies. Okay, because your son is... Right, so your son is independent, that would be why. We can call in house members. So let's actually see. You absolutely hate us and you have 700 troops. We could call in our son, who actually has 1,000 troops. And I have no idea who you are, but you have another 1,000 troops or so. So yes, we'll call you as well. Okay, you're up here, right. There we go. So hopefully that gives us a few more people that we can... A few more armies that will be able to come in and help us. And a new peasant rabble faction. A minus 90%. Minus 69. Nice. Very, very nice. So let's continue on. And new diplomacy perk. So obviously true ruler, which comes in probably at a good time, because we will be wanting to reclaim all of this territory that broke away. And having a character that has an automatic plus 25 to all of the vassal acceptance things is going to be very useful to us. So, as much as I was thinking that that this was going to be a okay, we've got an ad coming up in about 4 minutes, so I'm just going to snooze that one just so we can get a bit further into this war and win. Oh, it looks like some of our allies have actually might have finally come back. So yeah, aside from obviously Crusader Kings 3, today has been a fairly gaming focused, a fairly gaming focused day for me. So I picked up a game called, well, I say picked up, I already had it, but I loaded up Neo The World Ends With You on my Switch, partially actually testing out. Oh, here you go, you're finally back. Bloody hell, you just went and disappeared. Like, seriously, you just went and bloody disappeared. And I can't even say you came down here to siege this, because it's all absolutely pristine. So anyway, I loaded up Neo The World Ends With You on my Switch, connected to my computer, which is going to be the game I'm planning on streaming after this. And I was just honestly basically doing a load of loot, or farming for loot drops. You did not. You did not steal something from me. You... So unfortunately, I don't think we'll be able to get an artifact claim war done that well. So we're down to 79% again. Okay, vessel's been charmed. And you are coming back here. Well, you are going to have a landing. So we're going to go over. And apparently everyone is going to pile on you. That is nice to see. That is nice to see. Stream marker. Let's add that in. I still need to do the work from the previous stream. And get those snips done. Okay, there we go. Good. So that's brought us down to minus 58%, and hopefully we can besiege our areas. Okay, so not a day passes without Archbishop Gerulf making a mockery of me. So, let me get this straight. We're excommunicated, okay. You were found torturing a servant boy and enjoying it. Let he who is without sin cast the first stone? Perhaps? Maybe? So we will not donate any money. We could say what's the worst that could happen, or we could say we'll not tolerate insubordination. We will not tolerate insubordination indeed. So we're coming back, and that is a good thing. No. It must be loathing, I feel. Or we could actually say what spell has he put me under, just to do the investigation on it. Because that could lead to an interesting situation. Could lead to an interesting situation. Yeah. Somehow, will you stop breaking your sieges to go and attack a small army, please? Aye. And very nice epic music, so our daughter is no longer ill. So just checking who you are betrothed to, and you as well. So there is some small concern with the inheritance because we do have 3 sons. And I think Toxicite is going to absolutely despise me if I try and disinherit any more children. Okay, so my own family has been turned against me. So a diplomacy challenge. Yes, 100%. There we go. So my sister, this is the one that we're at war against. So we can say, oh, that's not kind. Mocking her grotesque size will shut her up. Forgetting to invite her weak-minded or keeps to herself. All problems will be blamed on her, so she's conscientious or wants people to think well of her. Well, she is temperate and compassionate. So we'll say all problems will be blamed on her. So unfortunately, the person that we married her to, who was a fellow giant, it doesn't look like that trait's actually been passed down. But our nephew being genius and Herculean is quite fascinating. Okay, so she unfortunately won that, so we lost a bit of prestige and opinion. So we could probably go and start sieging down some territories. And we have managed to somehow climb back up from minus 90% to just minus 15 now. Alright, fanatics, no worries. Thank you for popping in. And yeah, hope to see you around. Okay, so this is someone from Pomerania. So you are... Okay, you got a decent diplomacy education, and your 2 children are... Okay, so... We can say we have no room for the likes of you. Yes, unfortunately, we're going to have to play our character, and our character is paranoid. And being paranoid also means that we are going to get an absolute ton of stress from any nice events like that. Which is unfortunate, because a few new people in the court would have been good. I didn't mean to click away from all of those. So our aunt, 18, yep, we will put her in charge. And a new diplomacy perk, so we can go for writing history. We can take the commission epic decision, but as we are minus 800 gold, somehow I don't think we're going to be able to afford all of that. But yes, this is going to take us quite a while to dig ourselves back out of the situation that we are in. So this is our brother and his wife. So that's not bad, actually. So they both had a robust trait and the quick trait, which has manifested as intelligent and Herculean in our nephew. And not only that, but he has actually managed to keep the comely traits that his father has. So is there anyone good we can get you betrothed to? Oh, we do have one person up here who does have the intelligent trait as well. Yes, we will do that and try and reinforce that one. So that has been accepted with no problems. Exotic arms. So we could get an... I think that's an... Yeah, okay, that's an Indian dynasty. So unfortunately, paranoid means it's going to gain us a ton of stress, which means no, we have to decline that. So they have to siege down some territory, and that has given us minus 20%. The one good thing about running all of these ad breaks is that they do make a good hydration and stretch break. So unfortunately our rather annoying Archbishop has said that our marriage with King Kurig is consanguineous in nature, i.e. we are too closely related for our marriage to be officially recognised by the church. So we can just say of course. So we would divorce our husband, and our Archbishop would gain 20 opinion of us. Our marriage will not be torn apart by such an obvious lie, which is an intrigue challenge. Or we could do a learning challenge. Or surely this can all be forgiven, and he would gain a weak hook on us. So obviously, because we have a slightly higher learning. So that is 13 versus 12. And then, of course, that's based against his. So 13 versus 14, or 7... 14 versus 12, or 7 versus 13, which obviously means that our learning is going to be a lot more successful. So obviously we have just been informed that our Archbishop thinks our marriage is basically too closely related, but we will just do a learning challenge against him. And yes, we successfully argue for the sanctity of the marriage, and we've gained a level of devotion. Okay, so where is everyone going? Everyone's still sieging down territories. Okay, and we've just finished one, so plus 17%. And we've gained rat-free for 5 years. It is so lovely to have these cats around. I think I pretty much will always keep that around, just because it is so useful. Okay, so apparently neighbouring ruler has won. A raider has come in to try and siege down some territory. I don't think that's going to be that successful. And yet, somehow we are still plus 10. I'm hoping with these last 2 sieges, actually we do need to siege down a couple more territories, but I'm hoping that we'll be able to just come down here and start wiping out their armies completely, especially seeing as we have some siege weapons here, and those are doing a nice job. Why must you keep doing this? This is like the 4th independence faction we've had just on this stream. Thankfully, it looks like it is only the one, so we can say we will not be threatened. So where are... Okay, that's a decent number of troops. That is a decent number of troops. I'm going to need all of you coming back in to help me on that war as well. 900 and something, yep. 1,000, yep. And basically everyone but you. So basically everyone but the Prince Bishop we are going to call into the war. Designate a guardian for our second son. You are getting educated in intrigue. So we'll send you to your great aunt. Okay. Okay, there we go. So you are joining all those wars. I think the question is now, do we get to a point where we can honestly just white peace with this? Title revocation, reason given on every rebelling vassal. Yes, we will do that. So unfortunately, that does mean that she still keeps all of the territory. But it means that we are a little bit more stable for a tiny bit longer. Oh, okay, that already... Okay, off vassalage you will not accept. We recently waged war, not his rightful liege. Difference in military strength, low feudal obligations, and true ruler are not enough to really negate all of that. Okay, so our first child has come of age, and they have naturally already become married. So you have a claim on a random county. And we've become the new head of the dynasty because our random relative died. Oh no, nope, someone else has taken that position. So it would be nice to finish all of these wars and get a little bit of realm stability down. It'd be nice to finish these wars and get some realm stability down. Okay, fine, we'll let you out. So revolted. And okay, so will not succeed for you, will not succeed for you. We will not stand for the foreign oppression of Anglo-Saxon traditions anymore. And this is 6 bloody people. This is 6 bloody people. Oh gosh. So we'd lose 2 levels of fame if we adopted that. Yeah, that would be going down on this. So we are currently level 3, so we'd go all the way down to level 1. Time to call in all the troops and allies again. Time to call them all in. Okay. Where is this bloody one? Okay, so a blue thing. Have you not actually raised your troops yet? Okay, I thought I just saw something blip up on my stream, but no, I didn't. So basically we want to try and murder someone. Oh no. Okay, no, perhaps I can make something out of her. Is not killing her. This one is killing her. This one is trying to give her some skills. Nope. Okay, no, actually that did work. We just had some issues. So let's go for a drinking binge. It solves most problems. And try and get that stress down a little bit. If some of our territories are under siege. I cannot see where that I cannot see where this is. Oh wait, right. So I was looking at the wrong thing. I was looking at this being their territory, but no, it's them right here. Okay, I've gotcha. Gotcha. Okay, we'll unlock Dignitas, which unfortunately will only give us like +2. Okay, and you are slightly worse than your brother, but not by much. So let's do a matrilineal marriage and just see if we can reinforce any of those traits. Yeah, I think we will with you. I know it says you're related, yada yada yada. We cannot afford the 50 gold. So unfortunately our sister likes us even less once again. There we go, we've won that war. So enforced demands, they've all been imprisoned. Or rather the leader has. So let's come back over here. And we need to attack you. So what bloody one is this? Seriously, I'm starting to lose recollection of which was a which. I'm really starting to just lose recollection of which was a which. So this is another independence one. This is not the one against our sister. We've already defeated the one that our sister was involved in. Okay, that's gone back at +7. And we want to... Okay, yes, come over here to Warwickshire. Aye. This stream is honestly just going to be managing everything, isn't it? But no, that is the county title. Fine. We will grant a tax lien. The control changed by -75. I cannot afford that. So you have 2 members, thankfully. Never. Okay. So where the bloody hell are you going to pop up? Oh, you've popped up down there and you've got 5,000 troops. Okay. Thankfully, most of these wars are being considered as defensive wars, so it's actually not costing us anything to just basically spam everyone with letters going, help, help, we need your help. Okay, there we go. So we have a combined roughly about 6,000 groups. And they are going on the offensive. Fine, show her in, serve me well, and you... Okay, what happened there? Oh! Those are raiders. Those are raiders. Aye, and it looks like all of our troops have been just wiped out. So we need to raise whoever we have. I was thinking that seemed an awful lot. I was thinking that seemed an awful lot of troops for a rebellion. Oh well, being taken care of now anyway. There we go, that one's won. Okay. Where do we need to go? Who do we need to siege down? Where are your armies? Okay, you are up here. Right. Oh, it's a good thing I don't have a tracker for my hands, because you will just honestly see me wringing them and my... just holding my hands in my face. You know, we will just respect her privacy. Our son has learned Anglic, which is good to see. Stand still. Hey. That was easy. That was easy. We caught her in battle, so she is now in prison. So we need to do a bit of war or vassal management. Okay, who can we imprison? Note that will not succeed and will not succeed. So is this like genuinely -89%? And this is -68%. We'll ransom you off for the 50 gold. We need a guardian for you, so you are getting an education in stewardship. So the best person is... Currently we don't really have a good person in stewardship, so we'll give you to your half-aunt, because she is indeed like the best person in terms of just stats. Our sister can get married, so let's go for matrilineal and age and see what we can reinforce for you. So we could get her married to one of her cousins. Yes, let's do that. Okay, powerful vassals expect council positions. So unfortunately we'd rather want to so support schemes. Does that actually give us... I can't remember which one gives us the increase in... But we probably need to really increase control in some of these counties. So foreign affairs, integrate title, nope. Nope, none of those. Disrupt schemes, support schemes. I think support schemes is the one that is obviously the one that would help us arrest people. Let me just see. So this was minus 68. Okay, that is still minus 68%. So if they want to be on my court so badly, are they actually any good? Unfortunately, yes, they are. So Chancellor, we will assign you. And is our steward any good at being a spy master? Okay, so there's... we could reassign the marshal. So yes, reassign our marshal. And then our chancellor. Where are you? So you are 10 there, so not very good. Our steward is a 9. Let's reassign you to there. And then our new steward is going to be our sister, as annoying as that is going to be. Okay, Mercia. Can we offer vassalage? No, minus 145. Forfeit independence against me. Well, you know what's going to happen. If that's what you want, then you know what's going to happen. Because if she dies, then potentially... so minus 51. So I don't think... oh, okay, someone's just obviously having their own war. Okay, so this is basically a trial of faith. So basically he's recited a passage from the scriptures which indicates that he has had some kind of learning with the church. So he must be placed under clerical custody, but you leave me no choice. 60-40% chance. Okay. Fine, you leave me no choice. I don't think he was anything particularly spectacular anyway, so there should be no loss on that. Oh, okay, and I just saw apparently that was, yes, indeed, those two getting married. That is nice to see. And let's just have a look where else are things. So apparently there is some kind of war going on here. So Lord Cadwell's claim of... okay, it's just a internal war, that is fine. Admittedly drawing in a few people from other places, but still. And yes, we can pet our cat and get rid of a tiny bit more stress. And even more stress, we'll indulge in a bit of drink. And that should get us down a bit more. So what is this telling us about? Ooh, Warwick sword. So prowess +2 and advantage in planes. Yes, I think we'll indeed do that. And then let's reforge this one. Oh my goodness. I was going to say, oh my goodness, that costs 1,000 gold. No, it's just because we are so poor. Thank you for that. Yep, I will take another bit of a drink. Thank you for the reminder. And we also need an antiquarian. Okay, so this is interesting. Let me just scroll down. Okay, no. So I was thinking, oh, as a female ruler, we've got two lady-in-waiting slots. Is that what replaces the bodyguards? Nope, because we've still got the bodyguards. So antiquarian, let's put in one of our knights because he is okay and he is also younger. So, lady in waiting. So we can make our sister-in-law one. She has good aptitude to that. So stress loss plus 15% and plus 7 hostile scheme resistance. Yep, let's appoint you. And let's also appoint our half-sister. So I know that is obviously going to tank our money as again. But if we actually go here and turn off that monthly reinforcement of the men-at-arms, that might help us. Not really. Okay. Ah, yes, because no. That won't help us. It won't help us because it will only be reinforced when we actually Okay, so this is us giving her a rug. So let's hope she accepts. Nope, she suspects something is off. Yes, unfortunately. Ooh. Expand all. Barony of Bolton. So this is just a random person. I think so, yes. And we can suggest a city. So yes, your request is granted because that gives us a tiny bit of gold. And yes, the woods can be such a dangerous place. Let's see if this succeeds. Yep. So Queen Ethelberg has been killed by a bandit, and people are now so busy hunting the bandits no one knows that I was involved. So let's see. Offer vassalage. Says that I am not his rightful liege, probably because we don't have the Kingdom of England. And obviously his opinion of us is quite low. Offer vassalage. Okay, can't accept because he is at war. Well, you know what's just going to keep happening? We're just going to have to keep being patient. So, do we have a claim on you? No, we do not. No, we do not. Yeah, so unfortunately with our previous ruler dying, I think we have unfortunately lost quite all of those claims. So we need to figure out how on earth we are going to get all that money back. So another marriage that needs to be arranged. And once again, let's just see any good traits we can reinforce. No, but we could get someone in here with the beautiful traits, so let's do that. They will accept, absolutely fine. So minus 68% chance and minus 52% chance, so it's slowly going back up. Slowly going back up. An alliance formed with a mayor of somewhere that I'm not quite sure on. But either way. New diplomacy perk, life of glory, level of fame, impact plus 100%. But I'm not... I think that potentially doubles that. But yes, okay, so unraised men-at-arms, expected to court positions. Yeah, basically because we are getting nothing from our domain or vassals, we are slowly sinking back. Unfortunately. Yeah, we can see here. So lackluster administration reduces levy, recently sacked. So tax absolutely basically nothing. Reduced by 100% due to low county control. Oh dear, so our daughter died in childbirth. Oh. So she did manage to get out one child. Oh dear. That is unfortunate. That is unfortunate. And what is this? You want the panther figure? Sure, have it. Whatever. And obviously we have been overwhelmed by stress. We can't indulge in drink. So, how can we potentially get all this money back? As a, obviously, who is a better marshal? We need, I'm sorry, we need a better marshal. Okay, actually, let's swap you two around. So that should be, it should take less time. Okay, not endorsed by our Archbishop, of course. Few knights, of course. But our second son has come of age. Our first son is unfortunately imprisoned. Yay! And they've had a child who is absolutely atrocious in terms of stats. Yay! Wait, why are you married to that random person? He is not someone I would have arranged for you. Okay. No, we will not give our cat away. Okay. So, yeah, I basically have nothing to talk about because nothing is really happening. Okay, we can ransom someone for 11 gold. We'll keep you in there until you actually have all of the money back. So that may be a bit bad because it may be that we end up severely in debt, like even more than we actually are. So who can I betray you to? Oh, fine, let's do you. Okay, fine. We'll pay a court. We'll pay a visit to court. Okay, I found my son sitting on the floor surrounded by spilled paint and pieces of canvas for the third time this month. My courtiers whisper about him being an artistic genius in the making, but the servants complain about scrubbing the floors free of paint in the wake of his inspirations. So we can spend a bit of court grandeur, and he will lose opinion of us. I am just trying to see. Or we can say he continues his artistic pursuits. Yes, let's do that. And let's hold court, and hopefully no one wants any money. So because, okay, so grave robbing once again. We'll just say cut it off. So someone, older, no. And we don't want a duel. We'll just say my claim is the true one. And the, prosperity. Yeah, let's do that one. And there we go. We are done with that. And this is our brother. Okay, let's try and find a suitable match for him. For the ads run, and we try and make some money. Well, some money in the game sense. That was a bit bad planning. Okay, let's say you two. And you two. There we go. So 24, 28. Okay, you are gaining a bit of gold. Okay, nope, we are going to have to, unfortunately, I think, just change to religious relation. Okay, minus 39%, so it's not, it is going up. Minus 29%. Okay, I'm going to take a quick break and refresh my drinks. And unfortunately, my cat is looking very excited, even though it's well over an hour before he gets his... Hey, should be all refresh. Myself a new drink, and here we go. So the map of the area has been completed. So every held county gains 35 development progress. It would have been nice to see a bit of money from that. Welcome back. Thank you for passing. Yeah, my cat's been kind of looking at me a little bit. He's like, okay, you still got an hour. Okay, so we have had a neighbouring ruler write a poem. We can say I don't quite know how to feel about this. 64% of the poem is lauded. Like 20 opinion and lose 32 stress. I think we will go for that one because we are a very stressful individual despite me trying to manage it. Yeah, unfortunately things are not doing too well on this, so not quite sure what honestly we're going to be doing. So we'll ransom you out, we'll gain a weak hook on you just to keep you in line. Okay, and we'll gain the trait August, which gives us a bit of diplomacy, martial, and extra prestige a month. So I love how this option says I'm being paranoid, because yes, we are paranoid. And we will gain 200 stress because of it. Okay, so apparently someone has a disputed heritage secret. Okay, I'm not quite sure who that is in relation to you, but okay, apparently that is a secret, not a hook. So blackmail. So, and once again, our sister has created a faction against us. I think we honestly may just need to do a bit of plotting and planning, because this is starting to get a little bit out of hand. Oh, 27%. Hey. This is just someone gaining a lover secret. And which faction has enough military power? Oh, yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think we're going to survive another faction war like that. So unfortunately, what we're going to have to do is just speed things up and wait for. Especially as we are getting... so 40 stress, 40 stress. So a secret of... Fine. I didn't think that was going to be a good secret anyway. Okay, and we'll go for another drink. We'll go for yet more drinks. And our sister... I guess I have no choice because we do not have the military troops. We do not have the troops. We do not have the money. So yes, unfortunately, we have lost the Welsh throne once more. And what has that done to everything? Okay, why is this all... Oh, yes, because we are in vassal view, aren't we? So yes, unfortunately, and we are now... Well, we are back to being a one-county duchess. Unfortunately. So what are we going to do from here? What are we going to do from here? Because we've still got the plot going, probably to kill our sister. Let's actually see, has that changed anything? Yes, it's gone down to 5%. So we abandon that plot and... Yeah, we have unfortunately gotten ourselves back in the same situation we were a couple of rulers ago. Basically, we do not have any money again whatsoever. We are minus almost 1,000 gold. We need decent stewards, we need decent marshals, we need decent everything. You actually are a really good spy master. Okay, and we need you to increase the control over here. That will take you 9 years. And we can pay homage, though we will gain 80 stress because we are shy. We can petition our liege. So let's see what we can do. Pay off debt. Liege cannot afford that. Go on to claim title. Okay, let's try and send in some bailiffs. Sits in silence for several moments. You make some good arguments. If I am to agree to your request, I need something in return. So we spend 75 prestige. She gains a weak hook on us, which would probably mean that she would revoke a title. And we also lose 50 gold. Okay, we'll lose 75 prestige, finally. So, Cuthbert. Okay, who is this? What are your skills? So 55-44. Fine. We'll try that one. Nope, didn't think so. Aye. Maximum speed. Okay, so we've been offered the position of Marshal. Not quite necessarily what I wanted, but it does potentially give us something. Nope, doesn't look like it. So we'll send you as a betrothal. And... okay, you are slightly better than your older brother. What can we do? Because you are still in prison. You're going to have to pay for your own ransom. We can't ransom you out. I mean, we can't ransom you out even if we had the money. You're just going to have to do it yourself. Hey. What can we do? What can we do?
Remember to stay hydrated.
I swear you are redeeming that as soon as you can. But yeah, thanks for the reminder.
Remember to stay hydrated. 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 Remember to stay hydrated.
I need to put a limit on that one.
Remember to stay hydrated.
Excuse me, give me a moment. And so let's go. That is the wrong browser. Oh, no, that I was on the right one. Right. Drowning? Well, I might very well drown with all of these, this money, or lack of money. Okay. There we go. There is now a 15-minute cooldown on that, people. There is now a 15-minute cooldown on that. Don't misuse it, okay? Don't misuse it. Yeah, I may very well end up just pitching myself into the sea with all of this. And our sister died and we gained more stress. And everything is going bad. Thankfully they've already automatically married and I don't have to do anything. Cambrai, okay. Pet the cat, pet the cat. Not endorsed by the bishop. 39. Oh, I was going to say, how on earth can I be third and fourth in line to inherit Wales? But no, that's my son who's fourth. Okay, and there we go. So we got 2 gold from our cat. Dimerson. You know I will misuse it. Well, it can only be redeemed once every 15 minutes now. And it can only be redeemed a maximum of 20 times in a stream. So hopefully... oh, okay, so apparently East Anglia just decided to tip off a bit from Wales. They increased control, so we've gotten rid of Smuggling Ring. Is actually... okay, we've still got 7 years left. And okay, so this is, I think, our main bit of land, unfortunately. Honestly, I am just waiting for us to lose this little bit of land. Just because. Okay. Ducal Conquest, even though the odds of us actually having anything to do with that is going to be probably null and void. So, of course, what would be very interesting is that potentially... Oh, you have actually gotten yourself out of prison. Good. Duchy of Powys, Earldom of Somerset. So none of the plans that I really put in place have actually worked, because all of the potential claims we had are just gone. Wales is still ridiculously powerful, and we won't be able to manage that. Though, this is the announcement. Christian faiths now have access to crusades. So that could be interesting. Yep, so we do not have a Casus Belli anyway. And you are a genetic giant. You're both lunatics, actually. Well, at least you'll get on with each other, I suppose. At least you'll get on with each other. And daughter-in-law, rather, has had 2 daughters. Oh, okay, that is slightly aggravating. So it's basically been a toss-up on the intelligence and beauty traits. So one of them got level 1 beauty, but level 3 in the other ones. And you got level 2 pretty, level 3 strength, and level 2 intelligence. Okay, so pledge to join the crusade as soon as it starts. We gain 90 piety. So crusade for the Kingdom of Jerusalem. The war chest receives 1,000 prestige and 300 piety. Yes, we say we will be ready to fight. And a beneficiary. Who should we appoint? So, I mean, statistically, the best person would be... I don't think... Unfortunately, I don't think we can nominate our sister and have her try and battle across the Crusades. But let's see, so we'll actually put her as our beneficiary. And there is almost 1,400 gold in the war chest. So we could also redirect the war. So, and these are all of the kingdoms that we could redirect it to. So it would cost us 500 piety from the looks of it. So let's actually see one thing. Let's keep going. So annoyingly, this does not seem to be in any kind of alphabetical order. That would have been nice to have a look at. But basically I'm trying to look for either the Kingdom of Ireland or the Kingdom of Alba. Because if we can actually get that... no, I can't seem to see it. Any... No, unless I've completely scrolled past it, which I don't think I have. I can't... Yeah, no, can't see it. Okay. So, launches in 16 months. We will see how this goes. There we go. We deem you worthy of partaking in the Holy Communion once more. We have lost the trait excommunicated. Yay. And we've gained the trait ill, so how is our health? We are actually pretty good, surprisingly. So we'll just say do no more than is necessary. Reduce symptom disease. So anyway, as I was saying, I actually wonder if when our son takes over, because he's got land in Wessex, will that mean that that land gets pulled into Wales? Or will we be pulled from being under the Kingdom of Wales to the Kingdom of Wessex? Because it would be quite interesting if we managed to switch kingdoms, go in as Wessex, take over Wales if we could, and try and do it that way. But unfortunately, yeah, this may be getting towards the end of our plans, because I am not quite sure that this is going to go our way for much longer. And there we go. Unfortunately, our cat Mike has passed away. It's always a bit sad seeing that. Okay, we are slowly ticking up into actual positive tax. And I mean very, very slowly. It's going to take us forever to get out of this. Okay, and we'll just go for a stiff drink once again. So, new diplomacy perk. Forced Vassalage Casus Belli, though that's going to do us absolutely nothing. We have lost trait ill. And yada yada yada. Yeah. So this is going to be in, obviously, Jerusalem, so it's going to cost us an absolute fortune to get there. And we have like 300 troops. Okay, our daughter has come of age. And just get you two married. That is absolutely fine. Okay, there we go. A crusade for Jerusalem is launched for Jerusalem immediately. So, piety, prestige, and a bit of gold has been divided among the participants. Let's see how much, if any, we got. Nothing. We basically got nothing. So, anyway, now that the crusade has actually started, so you do actually get some things, piety, prestige and money, from participating in this. So, rather unfortunately, we have basically no troops. So, this is just going to absolutely destroy our economy, but let's go down here. Move will result in 100 casualties. Well, fine. We might as well just send them over. Okay, I was going to say, how on earth did the Isle of Man get down there? But no, that's actually a Andalusian dynasty called Man. Okay, well, sail on, you brave soldiers. Wherever you've gone. I don't think you would have made it over there already. And we're losing staff. Of course we are. Okay. Fine, we'll just yell at him. And of course we're losing all of our cult artifacts as well. Hey. Fine, you know what, we'll duel him. So, narrow victory, so somehow we managed to win all of that. And we've gained a stress level and everything. And this is going absolutely horribly. And we are missing a marshal. Still need you to do control. We are over 1,000 gold in the negative. Wait, what? I didn't think... Wow, okay. I have no idea where our troops are, if they are anywhere, but apparently we have done enough that we have actually... yeah, war chest share 20%. Somehow. Well, I'm just going to keep this open. Ah, there we go. Okay, that's going down a bit. Yes, this is nowhere near going to be enough money. Yeah, I think honestly, between basically everything that's just going on, I'm just getting absolutely fatigued with this. Which is unfortunate because we have just gotten to a good point with all of the genetic traits and everything. Hey, that's another 92 troops, so we could just send into the let's just send you over here. Yeah, basically any money that we get from this is just going to be basically paying for however much money we had lost during this. Okay. Yeah, yeah. Okay, so the crusade has finished. Let's just disband all of our troops and head back over to where we were in Wales. No. So claim liege's title. So we do not have at least 51% of the counties that make up the Dayoe Kingdom of Wales. And we probably will not be able to get it because... Yep, so 1,000 troops. Okay. Right, so, I think I honestly may just call it here and figure out what I'm going to do. Because... No, honestly, even if we tried to get claims on territories, we are over 1,000 gold in debt. We are losing 1.3 gold every single month. Just because we cannot get anything. We basically do not have enough control over anything. So that is at 100. And this is going to take us another 3 years. So unfortunately another 3 years is going to be another... That's going to take us to like minus 1,200. And that's presuming nothing else happens in the meantime. Even if we try and snipe back bits of territory through claims and everything, it's not really going to help us. We obviously have a claim on the Kingdom of Wales, but we have nowhere near enough troops to go up against our sister. Okay. Okay, I guess... Alright. Okay, I guess the big question is going to be... Do I just come in here and do we just switch over to playing as this character? I know there is an option to do it somewhere. I just can't quite remember what... Ah, there we go. So we could come here, switch character, and we could honestly just go back and play as our sister and try and get the territory back. We would honestly not lose too much, because it would still be, as we kind of are, it's not like we'd be going towards a fifth cousin or something of the like. But I'm not sure if this is just honestly me being soured on the game just because of how many wars we had declared against us today. So I think I will probably actually put up a poll on my Twitter and on Discord to see what people think. I'm not going to start a new game right now because I kind of am a little bit exhausted, so instead we will go and see if there is someone we can go and raid. Okay, we do have someone, a new person. So let's try this. Okay, so this does say rated for mature audiences, but that is more of a just safety measure. So yep, no problem, we'll pass in, and this person is also kind of like me, fairly talkative and such, so should be able to hang out there for a bit, so we'll go and raid that person. I still need to get a raid message done, but we will head over there and say hello. So yeah, thank you everyone for popping in and watching, and we will see whether we're coming back with Crusader Kings 3 on Saturday, or if it will be Neo the World Ends with you instead. But bye-bye for now. Hmm.